Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 1, Lesson 3. So far, we've sorted sentences by what they do. Today, we ask a deeper question. Is it even a complete sentence at all? Today, we're looking at sentence fragments. Let's start with what a complete sentence actually needs. It needs two things, a subject and a predicate. Take this one. My cousin Lena will compete in the chess tournament. The subject is my cousin Lena. The subject names who or what the sentence is about. And the predicate is will compete in the chess tournament. The predicate tells what the subject does or has or is. Both parts, working together, finish the thought. A sentence fragment is a word group that's missing one of those parts. It might be missing its subject, it might be missing its predicate, or it might be missing both. Whatever the case, because a part is gone, the fragment never finishes its thought. It just leaves you hanging, waiting for the rest. Let's see each kind. Here's one missing its subject. Will compete in the chess tournament. There's clearly an action, will compete, but stop and ask, who will compete? Nobody is named. The doer is missing. The action is there, but with no subject doing it, this is only a fragment. Now, here's one missing its predicate, my cousin Lena. This time, we do have a subject, my cousin Lena, but then ask, what about her? What did she do? Nothing is said. We have a name with nothing said about it, so the thought just stops. With no predicate, this too is a fragment. So here's your quick check for any word group. First, ask, is there a subject? Is there a who or a what? Second, ask, is there a predicate? Is something actually said about it? If you have both, it's a complete sentence. But if it's missing either one, then it's a fragment. Subject and predicate, both present. That's the whole test. Let's try a few. In this first set, decide whether each word group is a complete sentence or a fragment. Ask yourself, does it have both a subject and a predicate? Pause and try each one before I answer. The survivors of the flood showed great courage. Does it have both parts? The subject is the survivors of the flood, and the predicate is showed great courage. Both are there, and the thought is finished. So the answer is sentence. Caused trouble everywhere. There's an action here, caused trouble. But stop and ask, who or what caused it? No one is named. With the subject missing, the thought is unfinished. So the answer is fragment. In the meadow for our picnic. Look closely. These are just two phrases describing a place. There's no one doing anything, and there's no action either. No subject, no verb. So the answer is fragment. Now each word group is a fragment. This time, decide what it lacks, a subject, a predicate, or both. Pause and try each one. Dusted the furniture. There's a verb here, dusted, so we do have an action. But who dusted? No one is named, so the doer is missing. So the answer is a subject. Heavy traffic. This could be a subject, a who or a what, but then nothing is said about it. There's no verb telling us what the traffic does. So the answer is a predicate. On the shelf. This is only a prepositional phrase. There's no one here, so no subject, and nothing happens, so no verb. It's missing both parts, so the answer is both. Let's wrap up. A complete sentence needs both a subject and a predicate, a who or what, plus something said about it. A fragment is a word group missing its subject, missing its predicate, or missing both, so it never finishes the thought. Your quick check is simple. Does it have a subject and a predicate? If not, it's a fragment. Next time, we'll look more closely at those subjects and predicates themselves. Great work!